One's a former NFL star turned esports coach.
But I was getting the stink eye from my wife. She's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing."
And one's a dad who can't stop playing Rocket League.
These kids these days, they're like, blah, 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 blah. We're used to jump and run.
Together, they welcome you to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge.
Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Ahman Green. Welcome to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge, and my co-host, Rico, the rookie that eventually will get his intro audio from Big Voice Bob.
Big Voice Bob. I'll have to send him something that I want him to say about me, and then find a clip.
So I'll do it for now. Welcome to the AG's Gamers Lounge, Rico, the rookie.
Hi guys, I don't really know what I'm doing.
Oh man, that's my best right there. There you go.
It'll work. It'll work for now.
Yep. What's up, Hinder, man? Hinder E, how you doing? Hope everyone had a great past week and a great weekend, man. So my little heart broke because I watched the ladies in FIFA lose. I was like, oh, I watched all their games and watched other countries. And then when I saw that, I watched that game against their last game, against Sweden. Mm-hmm. And that was a battle. You know, Sweden's number 3. U.S., our women are number 1. And it was all what it was worth. The time, the money for tickets. That was a game of games. It went to basically, which I didn't know this in soccer, where I knew penalty kicks were a thing. Mm-hmm. But I only thought, and I've only seen the players that are in game do all the shoots or the shots, right? So it went down. So basically it was like triple overtime because it went down to the goalies kicking the ball. I was like, oh, the goalies can get on this now. And it got to both goalies. Our goalie made it. Their goalie missed or got blocked. And so it was only tied then. And this is now double overtime because the first 5 players went through. We got the edge. So we went up 3-2. So we just got to make one more goal and it's over. We miss it. They make the next one. And then we miss the next one. So we now are tied 4. So that takes us to the goalie's turn. Yep. And then Sweden's goalie goes. We block it. Our goalie goes and we make it. So we're up 1. And then I think to tie it, they tie it. And then now is one where it's like now it's players off the bench. And so that's where they tied it. So our girl missed it, and then Sweden tied it up. Mm-hmm. And then they had another girl come off the bench, a woman come off the bench. And our goalie got her hands on the ball. It just what happened, what happened was the ball slipped and rolled into the goal. And literally like by that much.
As long as it crosses the white line, that's all that matters.
Exactly. I was like, they showed the instant replay and they showed like the video like they do at Wimbledon where you see the ball hit the line. Yep. Over in Europe, man, they got all the fancy stuff. We don't have that here in America.
They got all that great technology for all those sports, and we're sitting over here with just instant replays. We're very sad. Yeah, we're like, oh, you got people look at just like, yeah, I think you got it. Yeah,
New York. We need a call. We got a problem. New York.
Just enhance.
Right. So
enhance.
they know what they're doing overseas. So because they're down in Australia and they're acting. I think the game might have been Auckland, New Zealand, but they've been playing back and forth between Auckland and the mainland of Australia. So, but yeah, tough loss for the ladies. So I want to say, keep your heads up, ladies. Y'all did an awesome job in that game and then leading up to it, and y'all were the number 1 seed. So just keep your heads up, proud for that moment, because I know there's a lot of haters out there. Oh, everybody is always going to be a hater on some level.
You gotta be proud. I mean, you have your own former teammates who are talking about them, but it is weird to see after so much dominance from the women all of these years to see them struggle in their last few matches and to see them. The last however many World Cups they've either played in the 3rd place match or won it or got 2nd place. This is the earliest exit for them since they've been playing in the World Cup.
Oh, and that's right. That's right.
Crazy. Round of 16.
That's right. I forgot about
so
that.
It's a little different, and it's still a major accomplishment to make it this far. It's just when you're used to that amount of success, this is a letdown.
Yeah, I got you. And with that, I'm gonna read off our sponsor here with Bet Online remains our number one source for all your sports betting needs this season. So you'll always find the latest odds, team matchups, player information, and game trends at Bet Online. So as your continued source of all your sports wagering information, Bet Online features live betting, free contests, giveaways all season, and giveaways all season long. Always the fastest and easiest way to bet on your favorite sports and events, whether it's NFL, which we're in training camp, and we're in college training camp. Been watching the Big Red do their thing. Get ready for the season. I think the boys are going to watch our soccer ladies, Rico play.
Yeah, they watched them yesterday.
Or was it yesterday?
Yeah, they won their first exhibition match 2-1 over South Dakota State.
Nice little preseason warm up there.
Yeah, scored a goal late in the second half, and then 5 minutes later forced an own goal. So a little comeback victory. They won 2-1.
Nice. So along with soccer, NBA, NHL, MMA, tennis, there's been some good fights. I think Jake Paul fought this weekend too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I tried to. Who won that? I didn't see it.
He beat Nate Diaz.
Oh, he beat him. Did he knock him out? Beat him, or did he just?
I think it was like unanimous decision, but he did knock him. He knocked him down a few times.
Okay, he didn't knock him out like he's been knocking people out.
Nah. I don't think so.
Gotcha. So tennis, boxing, and even golf and esports already as well. So head over to betonline.ag to receive your 50% welcome bonus with the first deposit. Make sure to use the promo code BLEAV to receive your reward. So betonline, Rico, the rookie, that's when the game starts, man. So what about yourself? What was your last week been like? You were telling me you went down to KC,
So I took this last week off from work. Obviously still did the podcast last week, but this weekend, me and the wife decided to get away for a little anniversary trip. As our anniversary's coming up this coming weekend, I believe.
You better know.
Like it's the 17th. It's the 17th. I don't know the day, but it's the 17th. But we went down to Kansas City
next Thursday.
Okay. We went to the Negro League History Museum. We went to Q39. The Negro League History Museum was fantastic, and Q39 was, look, like I said, I was telling you I was smoking some ribs and some brisket.
Yeah. You're killing me.
Yeah. Well, word of advice for anybody: don't do that before you go down to Kansas City. You're gonna make yourself feel very inadequate. Because, man, I thought I made some good ribs.
They're the pros, though.
I understand. But at the same time, like, I thought I did a pretty good job. I was like, man, I made some good ribs. And my brisket was a little dry, but I was like, it's still pretty good. Went down there, not even close.
You can't compare yourself to
It's too late. I already did.
Don't do it.
It's too late. It's too late.
You sound like my wife. My wife does that with restaurants sometimes.
Their ribs, I grabbed it by the bone, and I just went like this. I just shook it down, and the meat fell off. And I was like, "Oh my god!" I had some burnt ends. And,
the burnt ends are awesome.
We were talking about how you hear on Food Network how they talk about all the time. It melts in your mouth, all this stuff, or you could cut it with the fork and it just glides right through. I never understood that until I ate there. I put that burnt end in my mouth, and all of a sudden it just faded away, like all the flavor. And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I don't have to chew. And the brisket, I like held it up on my finger, and it bent over and like fell apart. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is fantastic! It was just done perfectly."
You're killing me.
Perfectly. It was my first time. I enjoyed it so much. We ate way too much because we went back to the hotel and passed out. We had the itis, man. We were done. And then the next day we went to a bagel place in what is it? I don't know, whatever. Somewhere in Kansas. It was really close. And then we went to the World War I History Museum and Monument that they have in Kansas City that I didn't know was there.
They got a lot of big museums down there.
Yeah, I didn't know that was there, but we went there and it was we spent 3.5 hours at the World War I Museum, and we didn't get through all of it.
Wow. That's impressive.
So we have to go back and get through the rest of it, and it was amazing. So like there's a portion of it where when you walk in, you get your ticket, whatever, you go in there. Right. There's a portion of it first that's like all of the European side of World War I history.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go in and there's like a video detailing how America got involved and when America went in and all this stuff. Yeah. And then you go to the other side and it's just the American side of World War I. And that was the side we didn't get through all of that because I didn't even realize we were sitting there, has this little timeline. And we were like, when did America get involved? I was like, well, there's a sinking of the Lusitania.
Yeah, we always join something. We always join the party a little late in American history.
Yeah, I was like, there's the sinking of the Lusitania, but they didn't join then. And then we go over, it was like 1917 when they joined.
Yep,
So,
that's about right.
And then it was like a year and a half, and then the war ended. But it was like, yeah. So we didn't get through all the American, but they just opened a wing in like the basement because they had all these boxes and crates and barrels of things that they had, but they weren't able to always get them out so people could see them. So they had donations to open up. They renovated the basement with a whole bunch of glass and shelves and stuff. So now they just have all of these things on display. There's no notes or anything. You just look at it and it's all of these old, guns and teacups and medals and ribbons and everything from World War I. And it is amazing.
Awesomeness, man. That's a good check-in right there, man. Y'all did it good. Fed, ate enough food to pass out for several hours, and then then you got the education of world history. Not too in terms of all the information is not fun stuff, but it's interesting. No. I'll say that it's interesting to at least a point, because it's like the toss. We asked each other the question, "Are we going to go see Oppenheimer?" and all that. It's like, probably not. I studied that, and it was pretty rough. Nothing you want to reminisce about.
Everybody's like, "Oh, the movie's so great." I was like, "I think I'll go watch Barbie."
Exactly. I want to smile.
Yeah,
the way things are going down these days. But
I'll take my daughter to go watch Barbie. I don't know.
100%. The
Oppenheimer.
Kids got to be happy. We got JFK in the house. What's up, man? Average historian. I know he's loving this. This is right up his alley.
Yeah,
he was at.
Says history is all right, I guess.
Yes, yeah. I saw him. He also posted something. He was over in Canton. He was at the Hall of Fame induction. He had a nice little shot with one of the inductees, Mr. Joe Thomas. That was the bookend tackle for the Cleveland Browns for 13 years. I think he had a record of over 10,000 consecutive snaps as an offensive tackle. That's impressive.
That's ridiculous.
Man, I was like, when I heard that, I mean, I met him a few times. He's a Wisconsin guy, so we always every other year we run into each other, because he's from here. So just knowing that he played that many snaps, it's like in a row without missing a game. That is so impressive.
Did you hear Peyton Manning tried to get Joe Thomas to join the Broncos?
When
Peyton was with the Broncos for those 2-3 years. He tried to get Joe Thomas to join. You know what he told him to do?
What did he say?
He said, go into the GM's office and take a poop on his desk.
Oh, in Cleveland?
Yeah.
That'll do it. That might do it.
He said, I want you here in Denver.
It depends on the GM, though, because you got some gangster GMs. You'd be like Jerry Jones be like, oh, really? This is what we're doing, huh?
Like, oh, cool. All right.
This is a negotiation now? That's what you're saying? Okay.
He would take a poop. He would poop in your locker.
Right. And I'm like, that don't scare me, bro. I'm like, what you want? Well, you're not going to get what you think, but we're going to settle this because you're not going anywhere.
You know what? We're going to sign you to a 10-year contract. What's up?
Yep. And we're going to send them so high that you're going to think you're about to get it.
Nothing.
Sorry.
You have to score 2 touchdowns as an offensive tackle.
Exactly. And one got to be over the head catch, too. We're going to even do that to you. Average historian says our parents live near each other. So, gotcha. Same football conference. Gotcha. So that's pretty cool right there. Let's head over. We still got to get, like I said, big voice Bob. We got to get a quick hit news bite.
Yeah. You know what? You keep telling me I'm just gonna send it today. Is there anything you want him to say specifically?
Just say quick hit news bite. He could mess around, have some fun.
All right,
with it,
I'll send it to him. I'll say
dress it up.
I'll say make it your own. This is for Ahman, so do your thing, but it'll be quick hit news bites. So I'll talk to him
and have some fun with it.
Yeah,
that's what we're all about here on the podcast. Is having fun, talking games. So if you just tuned in, we're about to get into some quick hitting news bites and terms of video game topics or fun video game stuff, information that you may not have known what's going on in the space. I'm your host, Ahman Green, and Rico the Rookie is also here. Our man, 20 grand, Mr. John Arias, is gone on family vacay time for 2 weeks. So he won't be here next week. So we won't see him for 3 weeks.
I know.
Back on the podcast, but we hope he's traveling well. He did pass through Green Bay. I was busy packing, so I couldn't meet him for lunch. He went over by Lambeau Field for lunch. He sent me a text. Hey man, he was they did a whole Packer Hall of Fame tour. I don't know if you knew, Rico. It's in the stadium now. It was like a building downtown Green Bay years ago, but then in the last 5-6 years, they moved it into Lambeau Field, made it one unit now.
Me and Green Bay fans don't get along.
Why is that? I gotta know.
I just, the whole, oh, the fans own the team. Oh, and then they're like, oh, I'm a part owner. I go, no, you're not.
Hey,
no, you're not.
We agree on something, Ricky. I like you, Rookie. I like you.
They're just like, oh
I
yeah,
agree on that.
I'm a part owner. We call the shots.
Not.
I go, no, you're not. Stop it. Shut up.
Not. I don't go that hard on them, but I'm telling them, no, you're not.
It's just we have a lot of Green Bay fans that listen to this station.
So
here,
I'm not. Yeah, average historian is an owner. So we're not trying to go hard. We're not going hard on y'all. It's just information.
Ahman isn't.
He's a nice dude. I'm a nice dude. He's a nice dude.
I'd be ashamed. I got edited out.
You gonna get edited out, Rico. See, he does our editing, man. You gotta be nice.
Man? What's up?
Oh man. So, like I said, let's change the subject real quick. Let's get it on a quick hitting news bites for you. So, Rico, you up first, buddy.
All right. Well, we're talking football. EA Sports college football video game was, when it was first announced back in 2022, was thought to be released this summer, 2023. It got delayed due to a few snafus, including, with the new NIL landscape, who was going to pay these athletes, how much were the athletes going to get paid, what was going to go on with the game with the athletes being included. So it got delayed. We were told that it might come out the summer of 2024. EA Sports confirms the game will come out summer of 2024. Now, there are still a few things that they need to figure out. They still need to figure out how much they're going to pay the players, or what players want to be in the game. They are allowing players to opt in, decide that they want to be in the game. If they don't want to be, if they don't want to be, they'll have to opt out. They think that they're getting, or they have gotten, all of the approvals from the schools to use their images, their logos, their songs, their stadiums, and all of that. But right now, in terms of paying the players, they're sitting at, I think, a $5 million pool for about $500 per player. And a lot of people say, $500 per player isn't a lot. You have players like Caleb Williams or Joe Milton at Tennessee, or Marvin Harrison Jr. You have players like that who have these massive brands, and $500 in terms of what they're getting paid from other brands to use their name, image, and likeness isn't a lot. But to me, you have to think about it like this. EA Sports isn't making this game for people to play as Caleb Williams. They're not making this game for people to play as Marvin Harrison. They're making this game so that people can play college football. This is for all of the players. All of the players, or at least however many players they decide to put in on a roster, are going to be in this game. So you could be the third string linebacker that, your fan base knows about you, but other fan bases don't know who you are. You're going to get $500. You may be the starting quarterback. You might be the fourth string quarterback. You're going to get $500 if you are included. Yeah, if you are included in this game. They're not going to go to Caleb Williams and be like, hey, can we put you in this game? We'll give you $1,500. No, you're getting $500 as well.
And that's
you can opt out if you want. And people are saying, oh, well, all the players are going to opt out. And my thought is, okay, then you're going to lose out on $500 because they've done it before without using names. They can do it again. If they want to, if you're a quarterback, let's say you're 6'4", 230 as a quarterback, right? And you're from San Mateo, California, whatever. And you're the quarterback for Nebraska, right? Okay, EA Sports, you say you don't want to be in the game because you think you deserve more than $500. You know what EA Sports is going to do? They're going to make the quarterback for Nebraska 6'2", 200, and he's going to be from Eugene, Oregon. And he's going to wear number 5. Like, they don't
below Mississippi or somewhere.
They don't care. They will make this game with or without you. And for me, whether I'm a starter or I'm a backup, I'm going to take that $500, not because it's $500, although I would love to have $500 right now. I'm taking that because, dude, I'm going to be in a video game. Like, I can play as myself in a video game. Like, I don't understand why they wouldn't want to be a part of this. I understand if you think that you're, bigger than this and you deserve more than this. I get that. But at the same time, bro, your teammates are also getting paid. Like, everybody's going to get paid. They can do this with or without you.
Yep, you're right. You're right on the point. I'll say a few things here. So the first thing that popped in my mind. So the $500. This is the question that I had too when obviously we knew this game was coming back out. And that was the issue going into it, where the game stopped being made 10 years ago because players are getting their likeness used. Like you said, they're using the game to play football, but they're using also, but you play sometimes, you play with the likeness of the player. That's what I'm trying to say. You play with the likeness of the player. Either way, if you're playing with USC, Nebraska, Notre Dame, whoever, UCLA. So that's where the dilemma came into. But then for EA side of it, this is where like you mentioned, they are all about business, their bottom line, and they know what they bring in. Because I had this conversation with EA rep years ago, probably like within the last 10 years, when I saw Madden, when Madden Ultimate Team started. It was around the same time as 2014, somewhere in there. And I was, former players like myself get put in the game. And the good thing is we do get a little NIL for that. And that NIL for us being former players or current players is obviously a lot more money than players that are not. It's more Madden than NCAA at that time, and NCAA wasn't out yet. So that amount, what was that amount? And I knew day one sales. This is, Madden. Day one sales for Madden is 80 million copies sold nationwide. Okay. That brings a lot of money. So my first negotiation, I said, hey, I know what they bring in. I'm niching that to the rep. And because the offer was $5,000. And I was like, can we bump that up a little bit? Is there any wiggle room? And they're like, Ahman, this is it. This is it. $5,000, you take it or leave it. And I'm like, I can't wriggle nothing out of you to maybe $10,000. So I was like, look, I know what y'all make day one in sales. Day one. He's like, yeah, I know. We know that too.
And that's why we're offering you this.
And that's why this is it. I'm like, oh, okay. So I took my $5,000 and that was it. End of the negotiation.
See, now the difference between Madden and this NCAA video game is, like you said, day one sales for Madden is around 8 million.
80
million. So
80 million copies.
So the NCAA football game, it was last released in 2014. It was NCAA football 2014. So it was released in 2013, right? 1.5 million copies that year.
Yeah.
Like, you would expect that number to go up, especially since it's been so long. It's been about 10 years since they've had a game. But 1.5 million copies, it's not a lot. So even though they're expecting the sales to go better, for right now, they're going off of what they have. They're putting 5 million together to give to the players. It's 500 a piece. But in my mind, and I don't know if they're actually going to do this, once the sales are better, the next year, sure, if you're a senior or if it's your last year playing college football, you're going to miss out on this. The next year, it might go up because they'll be like, oh, we're making more money off of this than we thought. Here's $700. Here's $800 per player. But for right now, they're basing it off of what they did last time, and what they did last time was 1.5 million, and they have a $5 million pool and $500 to give to each player. And again, it's for every player in the game.
Yeah, they had to do that though, and that's what I figured they were going to do with NIL in general, not just with this one game, not this one situation. But I figured, regardless of the amount, you would have to spread it evenly, because then, and as I see some of the collective deals that players get, they get some of the big payouts for the better players. But then overall, if you go to Open Doors, there's different areas where you're making anywhere from $25 to $2,500, and it depends for that player to sign that up, go in and sign up for themselves. He or she can do that. And so that's where the ecosystem of all this is, where you get it. It's the more of the player's choice, and it's an outside company, and not the teams, not the collectors, not the NCAA. You have that issue. So, and also you have to take into account, basically. You also have to take into account they have to pay the universities to use their likeness as well. And the universities 100%. Are getting a lot more than $500. So they got to pay every university to use their likeness. They have to pay for everybody making the game. There's a lot more going into this than just the players. So the players are going to get this $500. It's more than they were getting before, and hopefully it'll go up as sales increase. Yeah, it definitely will. And I say this is a good start. This is better than nothing. Because remember, years ago they weren't getting nothing. They could just make the game. They could just make the game again with roll QB out. Number 3. Right, exactly. And then Notorious asked a whole bunch of questions here. Let's see. It says, Ahman, are you underpaid for Madden? From a Madden point of view, probably, but hey, I still play the game. I love it.
I feel like all you players are underpaid for Madden. That game makes a lot. All the microtransactions as well. That
I
game
don't
makes
even
a
want to
lot.
know. I don't even want to know. And then another question she has on here, it says NFL players need to learn to band together. True, that's true. I mean, there is a players union, but as a player, and how I was a rep, and I know how the union works, or how it did work when I was in there, and it's so much going on that it's hard to focus. It's hard to really get the whole group of players to understand, different priorities. And so this right here, this won't be something like this will be probably mid-range on the priority list, but it's more like healthcare and after football healthcare, current football while you're playing healthcare and stuff like that. That's like priority number one for all football players, for all football players and their families. So that's kind of how the pecking order goes on things. But it's something that is talked about when they have rep meetings at the end of every season. So it's something that is, like I said, it is part of it to make sure they stay on top of it, because if they don't, then yeah, they'll get taken advantage of. And you remember the quarterback, what school the quarterback went to that started all this?
Yeah, it was Nebraska, wasn't it?
Exactly. Go Big Red. It was I can't remember his name.
Sam Keller.
It was a Sam Keller. He had a visor.
Sam Keller. Yeah,
he had the visor on his helmet.
It was Sam Keller for football, Ed O'Bannon for the NCAA basketball games. He went to UCLA, I believe.
Yep. So yeah, that's who started it.
So we could thank those two.
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Ed O'Bannon. And what was the other guy's name? You just said
Sam Keller.
Sam Keller. Wonder what Sam's doing right now. Where is he?
I don't know.
I gotta check him out. I know he's in Nebraska. Well, I don't know if he played at Nebraska. I don't know if he was from Nebraska, but we'll find out. All right. So heading on to my quick hit news by here. I got some fun stuff, man. One of my favorite games.
Oh, really?
It's got some fun giveaways. Oh, it's not giveaway, but it is.
Look at you and your Xbox.
Showdown event going on. Season 2, season 4, but this is a cyber event, Showdown number 2 for my favorite game out there in Halo Infinite. And they have that's the little icon, little keychain you can put on your weapon as you're shooting and getting headshots. I love it.
I want that keychain to be real.
Oh man, that is so dope. The first Halo game, Combat Evolved, and so you got all these cool colors going on for all the weapons, the premium armor. Coverings there, and so it is called, and it goes by. It says neon lights descend, cold and brittle amidst towering buildings and expansive archaeologies, fitfully aglow, and with immense detail, a digital sign that the guides all the kinds and rewards. So you win these colors, these keychains, these little trinkets from playing every match. You could do super fiesta. You could do ranked. You could do ranked duels where it's 2 players, and you get all these. You unlock these colors by basically scoring the points and defeating all the little challenges that go down the list. And it's it's not a short list. I know, not a super long list. I think one list is like only 10 challenges that you got to accomplish, like getting 5 headshots in a row, or going on a killing spree, or giving somebody a killjoy when you earn you stop their killing spree. So. After completing all the big challenges in the week, you'll get to unlock the new, plum fire weapon coating for the S7 sniper rifle. So that thing is dope. I think I got a picture of that. And also you have downloadable media that you can at the website. So if you go over to www.halo Waypoint, you can actually download stuff. So I'm here right now on the website. If you see,
and you're going to download all of it.
Exactly. I already did, bro.
Of course you did.
All right, I already did. So like I said, you could download this. This is the Synthwave Sensation right there.
Big Halo.
And the event goes to August 22nd. It started yesterday. But here's some of the artwork you can get. I say that's one picture right there. And then this is another color coding. And then kill animation. You know how in Call of Duty they have the kill animations?
Yeah.
So in Halo, they adopted that as well. So you either, my kill animation right now, when I kill you, you like melt away because it's like acid on you. So it's dope. I like it. So You go to the shop as well. You don't have to wait and do the challenges either because we know we got impatient gamers out there. So you can shop the Ultimate Reward. So you can actually buy these items as well. I wouldn't recommend that. Just earn them, man. Save your money. And here's the picture of that Plum Fire weapon coding for 7.
If you have enough money, I mean, you do your own thing, but
right.
The challenges are more fun.
Exactly. The challenges are fun, and they're free when you do the challenges. Just do that. That makes more sense.
Save your money.
Yeah, save your money. So the Plum Fire weapon coding for the S7 sniper is right there. Look at that. If you were in the purple, that is your color. If purple is your color, go with it. There you go.
I do love purple.
There you go.
Only problem is I don't have an Xbox. So
come on, man. We got to work on that. We're gonna have one at work soon, right? We're gonna get one there.
I feel if you bring an Xbox.
Hey,
I'm just waiting on Mr. Madden money here to get me a PC and an Xbox. You know, we can all play together.
Wait, we're gonna do this. We're gonna have some fun, and the ticket won't know what they ain't gonna know what hit. We're gonna be downtown, right?
It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be so fun. We're gonna have Halo. We're gonna have Madden, 2K. Street Fighter going on. People ain't gonna know what to do with themselves down there.
People are gonna freak out. They're gonna see you standing up and just like yelling. They're like, "Is he mad?" I'm like, "No, he's happy. He just won."
So here's the press kit you could download. So you click this link right here. You get a whole bunch of fun little photos. This is one right here, and they have like 5 or 6 here displayed. You could use them on your social media. You could use them in your own. If you're a streamer, you can actually input it into your stream. I didn't have enough time, but I would have put it on this in our graphics area. So I'm gonna do this for next week. So next week we gonna have some Halo graphics up in this piece.
Those are cool. Those are nice.
It is so dope. I'm so happy. Look at that. That's so dope. Look at that. Ooh,
my man's can't contain himself.
And I'm about to have a video game orgasm. Yeah.
Like, hey, you good, bro?
Yeah, I'm no.
This Halo, it's fine.
Look at that, man. They need to make these for real.
That needs to be a real keychain.
That's gonna be they gonna make. You talking about making money off something?
I'd buy. I had an Xbox, like the first Xbox. Like I had one of those, and that was what my favorite game to play. Me and my cousin and my best friend, we'd be, a split screen on the TV, just sitting there, all 3 of us. We'd bring another friend over, all 4 of us, just playing Halo.
Oh. Split screen was the back end. Was the time. Couch co-op. You could cheat. If you were good,
don't screen watch.
If you were good with your vision, I knew how to screen watch without looking at the screen. I could use
100%.
So 100% peripherals to see the other people.
And you've been around the map. You've been around the map so much that you see out of the corner of your eye, you see something, and you're just like, I know exactly where you are.
Oh, grenade.
There you go.
Ooh,
hey, Kobe.
Long ball now. You get the long, like Hail Mary. They call it Hail Mary achievement when you throw it real deep and get a kill off the grenade toss there. So real quick, JFK says, isn't getting paid from Madden like a stipend for players? Yes. So like I said, they call us before our character is about to get updated to the game. And then they offer us the contract, and that's like a month ahead. And so then a month later, the game drops it, and then it updates it, and then throw our NIL in there, the image, likeness, image, and name, image, and likeness into Madden. So yes, it is how they do it. JFK.
Is your card on Ultimate Team a 99?
They did. My first time I was on MUT was 2013 or 2014. They did a 96 and then a 99 one. And so at least everybody gets a 99. So you can at least feel like you were the best thing on the football.
It's like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I was pretty good.
I could totally run through everybody and jump over everybody. Yeah. This is perfect.
The only thing I have a nitpick with is my speed.
I knew it.
Because I was fast, okay, people. I'm gonna get tattooed on my body. It's a lot of things I have on a list. I have this tattoo list. It's my wife's name, other and kids, and then I want to get 417 tattooed on my calf muscles because that's what my body did at one point in time. I went 417 in the 40. That's
you get 417 tattooed on your calf.
On both calves. Both. That's because that type of speed you just don't know.
No, you gotta make it cooler than not just 417. Get a stopwatch that has 417 in it.
Ooh, I like that. Thank you. I appreciate that, rookie.
See, no, I got see.
Oh, Ricky, give me some ideas.
That's what happens when you marry somebody who's very creative. Every once in a while, it flows into your brain.
No, yeah, my wife is very creative. Yeah, she probably would have came up. I gotta talk to her about that some more.
See, exactly. See, we don't come up with things like that. They come up with things like that.
I come up with a little bit.
What?
You gotta give me something, man.
You came up with this podcast, but still.
See, because I watch a lot of TV.
Yeah, okay. All right. I'll give you whatever.
All right, let's get into some quick hit news bites here.
This or that.
This or that.
This.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm losing it over here. I'm losing it. This or that, not quick hitting. We just did quick hitting news bites, but all right, back on track. Here we got this or that, and I'll hand it off to you. See how you handle this.
Oh, you want me to do it? Okay.
Let's see, Rook.
I have it. All right.
All right.
This or that. Play Legend of Zelda with no sword, or play Animal Pal gimmick levels in Donkey Kong Country 3.
I never played Donkey Kong Country 3.
Neither have I.
So I'm about to go with Legend of Zelda with no sword because if it did, that would suck. That's pretty tough.
Yeah, I think I could manage.
Yeah, that's.
But I mean, if it's Legend of Zelda, these more recent ones, I think I could do. I'm a big fan of bow and arrows in games.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
So I think I'd be able to manage, and then watching what everybody does in some of these games and how creative they are. I think there are many other ways to take care of things than with your sword.
Gotcha,
so I think I'd be able to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because with Link, they give you, like you said, your bows and arrows. Now with the new Link, you could make a weapon out of dang near anything.
Yeah, I could make a car and run you over.
Exactly. What you've seen people do. Cars, helicopters on the. I forgot what they call that thing. How you create stuff on it. The creator of weapons, but
people are way too
really
creative nowadays.
Yeah, so
I don't know how to come up with any of that.
They're awesome.
We'll go with Legends of Zelda. And again, you guys can join in on the conversation. Just hop into the comment section and give us what you would rather do on this or that. So
exactly.
So I guess we're both going to go with play Legend of Zelda with no sword.
Because I've seen Donkey Kong. I played. I think the first one.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. So that's it. Yeah, I can't really commentate on that one.
Yeah,
but I thought it was a good one because I figured the gamers out there would have chimed in on that.
Oh yeah, I feel like the people who have played both of these will know and they'll have better thoughts. And somebody can inform us on the Animal Pal gimmick levels in Donkey Kong.
Yeah, what exactly that looks like. I'm about to go to YouTube on that one after the show.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out. All right, up next, Streets of Rage 2 without the soundtrack or Contra Hardcore with one life.
This is a tough one because I played Streets of Rage 1 and 2. This was part of my high school, middle school years, so between 7th and 10th grade. Streets of Rage, it was all about the music. The music is fire. And then Contra, they had a 50-man code. So if you were going at it without the code, that means you were a dog like me. Because I was a dog on Contra.
So you could do it with one life?
I don't know if I could do it with one life. I'll be real because I would blow myself up sometime.
Yeah, I can't do anything with one life. The way that I play games, it's very I'm a charge in there, and if some things happen, but I'm always going to come back and we're going to go. So yeah, I'm a Leroy Jenkins' thing. So I think I could play with it. I never played Streets of Rage 2, but you said it's all about the soundtrack.
It is a pretty good soundtrack. Yeah.
I think I could play games without a soundtrack. I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, I think I'll be cool. I'm gonna go Contra hard corpse with one life. And JFK said that my card in the last couple of years have been ranked at a 90 to a 95. What, a 90? They tripping. I gotta call Clint. At EA, my guy. They can't put me at 90, man. That hurts my feelings. I think
Ocho Cinco is a Madden ratings evaluator, so you might have to.
Well, that's for current players. He goes.
He just does the current ones.
He can't come he can't do that to older players because we old. We got gray hair.
What's Ocho gonna tell you about yourself?
I know exactly. I'll be like, bro, for what? Ocho knock on my door. I'm like, for one, bro, you a wide receiver. Let's just start that first. Let's go there. You don't know nothing about this life of being a running back, homie.
90.
I know you were a dog at wide receiver, but you come talking to me about dropping me down to a 90. Nah, bro, we're gonna have some problems. I'm gonna crack back on you real fast. Pow! You remember that crackback block?
You go night night. Oh yeah, you can crack back
Go
block.
night night.
Yeah, you go night night.
Night night. Go night
Hey,
night. So,
I was a wide receiver. It was Dirty Birds. This was before all of the all of the worry about concussions and everything. My seniors, when they first started getting really worried about it, we had to do all those tests and whatever before. But we were the Dirty Birds. The wide receiving core was.
Yeah.
And our coach told us on sweeps, we go in. If you're in the slot, you're taking the middle. If you're on the outside, you're taking the outside backer. And he said, the top of your helmet, in the ear hole.
That's not even. He should have been. He was saying that to you. You know he was wrong. He knew he was wrong.
You know what? I got him. I got him.
Ooh, I bet you did. He was coaching you wrong technique. Almost got you. Both of y'all hurt.
Yeah,
coach. Man. All right, next one on the list.
Up next,
of course,
2K against. Oh, you're doing the Halo. Okay.
Yes.
I don't have that one on here. All right, I'll read on there. Play any Halo on Legendary with only the pistol the whole campaign, or play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 with no attachments the whole campaign. Oh, buddy.
Somebody gonna say something now. I know people playing Call of Duty up in this beat.
Halo on Legendary, first off, is just ridiculous. And if you only have a pistol, sir,
you a dog,
sir.
Ooh.
Who has anybody done that? Has anybody done that?
We'll
have to look that up. Look, Ahman,
Ahman,
I know that you love Halo. I know that you're a dog.
Hey.
You ain't getting through Legendary on Halo with only a pistol. Hey. It's not happening. It's not happening. Call of Duty.
We'll see.
MW2, no attachments. I could do it.
Yeah, I think that one.
That one's easy. That one can get done. That Halo on Legendary. How long? First off, how long is it going to take?
I don't know. That's a good question. It's probably going to take a long time because you're going to be respawning a lot.
You imagine trying to take down one of the bigger enemies?
Them damn jackals are a headache when you can't see them in distance.
Just
see, all you see is the sniper glimmer. It glimmers and then boom, you hit. You're like, God dang it. You saw him in the mountains and he was
trying to take down one of those bigger enemies with just a pistol.
Yeah, it's like,
it's not happening.
Man, not happening. We got JFK. He's going to go COD on us. He said too much to kill with just a pistol. I'm with you on that one. Hey, but that's what you
pistol whipping everybody though.
And you got to remember too. I forgot in Halo in Halo you got to reload, so that means you got to make sure you got ammunition too. There's no unlimited reloading like in multiplayer, because you can always pick up a weapon. You always respawn and dying, and then you're always coming back with a new inventory of bullets. So that's the other part.
Is it both pistols? Can I use?
You could do dual. Yeah, I'm fine with.
Can I use the human pistol and the other pistol?
The alien.
Yeah, the alien pistol.
What's
like charges up.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about that one. Yeah.
So is it both of them? Because if it's because the charged one, that one does some damage.
It does damage. It takes your shield off. It takes
exactly. So you do that, you go bow, and then you take the shield off, and you switch to the human pistol. Bow. I mean, it's gonna take a couple more shots.
That's and then you're rotating weapons, so you got to hit that. You got to be quick with the fingers on that.
Oh yeah. You'll be fine.
You got to hit that. What's that? The Y button to flip weapons, and then right trigger, pop to the head, and you got to be on the head. So you better be nice. But you a dog. That's what in Halo that happens. Real easy.
You got to get that. You got to get that accuracy on point. All right, next one. Yeah. Play NBA 2K against your favorite NBA player. You're trying to win. You're trying to beat them. Or play NBA 2K against an NBA 2K pro. Also, you're trying to win. First off, I am a pro. I'm not. But I like
we gotta play then. I gotta see.
I like to think of myself. I try. We
gotta play it now. That's a challenge.
So do you remember when they first did the NBA 2K League? How they had how you would make the league?
Yeah.
So I had all the qualifications.
Did you make your player and you do all the stuff,
and you had to go through. You had to win so many games in the rec. And you had to have like a certain winning percentage and all this stuff. And then you would get invited to the combine and all this stuff. I did all of that. I was in the combine. And I only played a couple of games because the time slots, I was at work. So I couldn't play.
Oh man.
But I was like, I feel like
that's gonna eat at you.
I was like, I could have done it. I could have been a pro. I would have been in New York playing 2K.
That far, we probably would have met because I was at the first season and I went to the studio a few times to hang out.
I would have been there, man.
You remember Larry Ridley? He did some of the commentating on Madden 2014 and 2015. He was commentating year one for NBA 2K out in the Brooklyn studio. Shout out to NBA 2K. I think they crowned a champion this past weekend as well.
I haven't been paying attention to the 2K
I think
league.
it was,
I did
was
that
it
first
Golden?
year.
I think it was Golden State's team.
Oh, okay.
They might have got it. Don't quote me on that.
Okay.
Don't
I
quote me
remember
on that.
New York won the first one. That's all that matters.
Yeah. All right. So what you doing here? So what you going to do here?
I mean, to challenge myself, I would want to go against a pro, but to play against my favorite NBA player, that means I'd be playing against Carmelo Anthony. Yeah.
Ooh.
No, because first off, I'd be able to meet him. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to say anything.
Right.
But I'd be able to meet him.
You'll be starstruck.
Oh, 100%.
We got JFK says against the NBA player. So he talking about Dwayne Wade. He said Wade as well. He said I beat Wade easy. Ooh. I know people too. So let's try to get that set up.
Let's get this. Because
me and Gabrielle Union from the same town. Our families know each other. I'm gonna see if I could run into her uncle or something. Or have my uncle or cousin call their uncles and cousins. See
hey, I need you for a second.
If they come to a game this year, because I know they come to a game.
They come to a lot of games.
They come to a lot of games. So if they come to a game, I'm gonna get D Wade to be like, hey, bro, hey, we gotta do some 2K.
You know what you got to do.
You know
what you got to do to make it easy. Just have them come down to the station because we'll have the game systems there.
Oh, easy breezy. See, yep, we gotta get PS5.
Look, hey,
we making it. We thinking. We helping DP out and all this stuff.
This.
We getting this. I like it. So I'm gonna try to go against a pro. That's the way I'm built. I'm gonna go against NBA 2K Pro and see what happens. Can
I go against a former pro?
Yeah.
A guy, he was winner stays on. He was with the Grizzlies in the first season, and according to some people, he was like blackballed, hasn't been allowed back in the league, even though he's still really freaking good. But he's amazing. He plays every once in a while on the rec, like not just in the pro end, but he'll play in the rec, and he's still really good. I'd like to play against him. I think he's a really solid player.
Gotcha. All right, and then JFK, he actually lives in Miami, and I think they still live down there, so he might run into Gabrielle down there too and get it going.
Okay.
Let us know, JFK. I can put it. Just drop my name because she's from Omaha, so
yeah,
she got family here, so that'll help you out. Say, hey, I know Ahman Green. We cool, which is true. That you won't be lying to her.
Yeah.
Me and Jeff Cake have hung out. We met at the Miami Super Bowl when the Chiefs and the 49ers, the Chiefs' first Super Bowl.
Ooh,
so
nice.
we were down in Miami. We did meet face to face. We hung out. Have played a couple games in Madden. So yes, he will not be lying to Gab Union.
It is not a lie.
Yeah, don't be a lie. Last one here.
Final one. Play Final Fantasy VII all the way through without a run button, walking speed the whole game, or play Final Fantasy X2 from beginning to end with a lure bracer for constant random battles equipped.
I'll be honest. I don't think I've even sniffed a Final Fantasy with a controller or mouse and keyboard. I have friends that have played, and now I know you. You like to say
I've played multiple Final Fantasies, but I couldn't tell you which ones I played.
Oh,
I'm not that not that big of a fan of Final Fantasy where I'm like, oh yeah, like I played number 5 and 6 and then all this. Like I've played a couple Final Fantasies. My sister was super big into them, so I've played a few of them. But I get so annoyed by games that like you can just be walking and you just get pulled into a battle. So the lure bracer would drive me crazy. So I would just walk the whole time. I don't. Maybe if it's like a big map and a lot of walking,
you can't go too fast.
It would suck. But I can't do random battles all the time. Like I would lose my mind.
Yeah, I hear you. I think I will walk too. I like taking it slow is the best way because then you don't die as fast. You can kind of see the map lay out and what the enemies are doing. Learn their fighting rotation because it's like a punch kick and then back off type thing. So learn that. I say walking is good. And then JFK says FF7, if it's the remake, LOL, they move faster. So just a little warning there. And then LOL, I can actually name drop with the permission. He says laughing. Yes, you can. I gave you the permission, JFK. You can do that if you run into Gap Union in MIA. Problem solved. All right. So head it over to what we got. Oh, we got game releases now, right?
Yes.
I'm on point now.
Release the games. It's time for the game releases. Game releases.
All right, let me get set up here real quick. We got game releases coming down. We got some good fun stuff. Always good game
releases.
We got it here on the show. Got your game up first.
Your Atlas Fallen. Lots of sand.
Epic intro right there.
Lots of sand in this one. The sand has memories of our past when gods walked this world and our heroes stood among them. But God's vanity grew, and in their struggle, we were cast away. Only fragments of these stories remain in the sand, in the ruins of this shattered, broken world. Even in ruins, we endure. We won't let go. For now, we can stand for ourselves and face gods. It is a third-person action role-playing video game. At the beginning, you get to create and customize your own player. You're equipped with an ancient gauntlet that allows you to manipulate sand.
Gauntlets are good.
You can shape the sand around you into weapons, and you can use 3 different weapons. However, you can only carry 2 at any given time. Open world strategy, aerial attack, like just everything you look for in an open world third-person fighting game. Like it's just an epic battles between you and all of these massive monsters. Like I said, lots of sand.
But you can use
gauntlet you use the gauntlet, and there's this momentum system, right? I think it said momentum system that as you attack, it gains momentum, and as it goes up, that little bar right there, you get more abilities, your passive abilities. You get to you unlock more of them as it goes up, and as soon as you charge it, you get to do something like this, just a massive, huge attack. To take the health away from some of these monsters. But that's kind of their new thing, is that momentum thing where, in other games you have passive abilities that you're able to use whenever you want. But in this one, as you grow your momentum, you're able to use more of them. You unlock them, you put them in certain slots.
You get stronger.
And it gives them certain power, like amount of power. So as you go up in your momentum, and it's just when you're attacking, every time you land an attack, it goes up little by little. And you get stronger attacks that you can use in this current fight until you get it all the way up, and you can use that massive attack at the end.
Right. Yeah, you're gonna need that with those monsters that's coming out.
Oh yeah, and they're huge,
Good
man.
Gracious. Oh, yeah. You gotta need the whole. You want to throw the phrase? You throw the whole kitchen sink at them.
Exactly.
Made out of sand.
Exactly. That's a massive kitchen sink. Look at that thing.
Oh man!
To hunt mythical monsters in heroic, super-powered combat and unleash the power of your gauntlet to create deadly, shape-shifting weapons.
There you go. Make it happen. We made it run one more time. What's that? That look like a big caliper. No, it's a big crab or something.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be unique for you unlock these weapons, you unlock these abilities. It'll be unique for each person.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, and it comes out PS5, PC, and Xbox, I believe.
Ooh.
PS5, Xbox, and PC.
Yeah, it's like having the edge in a football game. Getting that momentum. Bigger weapons. I got Megatron or I got DK Metcalf.
Yep. Comes out tomorrow.
Nice.
Get yourself some Atlas Fallen.
For sure. All right, next game up. My game, Atlas Fallen. Check it out if you're into that. You could mold sand into a big old axe.
JFK says it looks like Monster Hunter. Yeah, it's Monster Hunter, but with a bunch of sand.
Right. Yes, with sand, and you gotta make sure you hopefully don't get in your toes. But my game is up next. It is Legend Bowl. Man, I saw this. I was like, I gotta do it. Then I'm watching the video. I'm like, oh my god, we got Tecmo Bowl. We got 10-yard fight all in one. This is the game, right? It says take to the gridiron. So it comes out today. It's on Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. So I'm getting this for my Switch for my airplane travel. Because this game looks like it, and it has current teams. That look like Dalvin Cook right there. Right there. It has current jerseys, teams, and everything. So you could customize, fully customizable football simulation game, feature rich with because I saw look like a Tennessee Titan that looked like Derek. What's his last name?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. There he is. So Legend Bowl is here. Bring you back to the glory days. In-depth, feature-rich, and fully customizable football simulation game. So that's where you go. You kind of have the likeness of looking like somebody else or other NFL teams that are out here. So I don't think this game has licensing from the NFL, but you can't license color. So there you go. Yeah. So you have Bronco colors. That look like Tampa Bay colors right there, Browns colors. And they got the helmets popping off these boys when they hit. That's what I'm talking about.
That's the type. That's the type of football you want.
That's what Madden used to do. Madden had it where if your receiver got blew up or running back got blew
The
up,
helmet would come off.
the helmet would come off, and then the ambulance would come off on the field. You talking about hilarious? You're like, oh man, you could. What's that? The coaches, the management.
Yeah, you customize your coaches.
See, I'm not gonna do all that. I'll just play the game. I do that because franchise mode on Madden. I don't do that because I lived it. I lived the NFL, so I played all that. was in negotiating contracts and all that fun stuff. So
you don't want to relive that.
I don't want to relive that playing. I will do all the games though. I will play Madden. I will play Legend Bowl. It's probably like $30 to switch game and anything to it. I'm gonna get the hard disk. I'm gonna go pick it up tonight.
Heavy Tech Mobile vibes.
Oh my god, 10-yard fight on steroids. I love the helmets popping off though. That's
great. That's fantastic.
They get lit up. That's hilarious.
It looks super simple, but also like complex enough to keep you entertained.
I'm gonna be the New Jersey sushi. That's what I'm gonna be.
The New Jersey sushi.
I love sushi. That's what I would do.
I feel like sushi from New Jersey probably wouldn't be that good.
Oh my god. True. That's why I'm doing that. That's what you're dead on. You're dead on. I know what I'm doing.
All right, whatever, man.
Yeah, but yeah,
I trust you.
Yeah, you trust me. Thank you, sir, for trusting me. I appreciate it. Oh man, but yeah, that's our game picks of the week, and now we got a series to talk about. We didn't have one last week. We broke it down to the 3, and we end up picking Secret Invasion.
Mm-hmm.
So in what's on streaming coming up?
Row your boat gently up the. Sorry, excuse me. It's time for what's on stream.
So headed.
Row.
I forgot. I gotta stop it. I always forget that.
You and your replay and sounders. Come on, man.
I always forget that, man. You gotta remind me. I'm getting old. All right, you gotta help me out with that. Help a brother out. So we got Secret Invasion, episodes 1 and 2, and I can start off. Hand it off to you, Rico.
All right.
You watched it, right?
I watched episode 1 and I fell asleep during episode 2 because it was really late. But I did watch episode 1.
That's a good excuse. That's a good excuse.
And
no problem.
And it's set after all of the happenings in Endgame and Infinity War, and the blip has happened. Everybody's been brought back, and we have the
Scrolls.
The Scrolls have, they're on Earth after if you've watched Captain Marvel, they're on Earth and they're trying to, find a new home for themselves. Well, some of them got a little upset because little old Mr. Nick Fury, after he got blipped and after he came back.
That's him blipping right there.
After he came back, wasn't the same. Went up into space, was working on a super secret project for the government to, have space protection from more aliens. Well, in the first episode,
Captain Marvel scared him a little bit.
In the first episode, he comes back. He's back on Earth, and he was called back to help with this Skrull invasion problem that they're dealing with. And he seems a little bit behind, and his comrades have noticed that. They've realized that ever since he's been blipped, he hasn't been the same Nick Fury that they know and love, that has been protecting the Earth and helping put together the Avengers. So now they're trying to get him up to speed on what is happening as the Skrulls have kind of broken apart, and there's a section of Skrulls that wants to set up Earth as their own home. Their own planet, because they don't have one.
Well, you do have a few happy ones, and you have some ones that are not so happy.
Yeah, they've broken apart. So there's some that want to make Earth their own, and the other ones are just like, look, we can live here. It'll be okay. Like, we're still gonna look for this planet.
We could do this. You got to coexist. So thank you for that intro into this and bringing everybody up to speed, Rico, the rookie. But yeah, it is a thing now. You got these Skrulls that are now grown up and have been waiting for Nick Fury to come through with his promises. And they've been waiting a long time because that was what Captain Marvel took place in the 90s, correct?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
So you're talking about almost 30 years of nothing changing, but the blip happening to where it took away half the world, including Nick Fury. So catching them up on that, and now with the ones that are disgruntled, the Skrulls that are disgruntled have got organized. They have a hierarchy among the young Skrulls that are fighting back, that are planning terrorist attacks around the world. But being Skrulls that they shapeshift, they can look like us. They could look like Nick. They could look like the agents that are looking for them. They could look like the government officials that are making the decisions around the world in other countries, which they have done that. So this is what you find out in episode 1. And so that's the sticky, tricky part about Secret Invasion, because Nick coming back from the galaxy or the space shuttle that they're building to protect from, other threats like Thanos and his crew, or Captain Marvel, or people like Captain Marvel that are not nice. They get, coming back to make sure, or just to kind of make sure they try to get things in order now, and try to make sure they don't basically continue to, piss off the Skrulls that are on the planet, and to fight back and keep things in order from that standpoint. So, so the episode so far, like first episode, it's good episode.
It's laying the groundwork for everything that's going to come in future episodes. It gives you Nick Fury, it gives you his struggles, it sets up the Skrulls and their framework and how they're working and what they're planning on doing. And it gives you the leaders and everybody in between there. You've got a little bit of a family drama between the Skrull that is still on the side of Nick Fury and the U.S.
His daughter,
and his daughter is part of the part of the Skrulls that want to
resistance.
The resistance. So it's laying the groundwork for everything, and then a little bit of a, not a cliffhanger, but a sad moment at the end of the game, at the end of the first episode.
Yeah, I didn't get to remind me. Somebody dies.
Yes,
it's spoiler alerts here, so y'all know.
Yeah,
spoiler alert. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. One of Nick Fury's famous partner agents, right there. This picture. She does.
This was a great scene at the end when one of the Skrulls is walking and just keeps changing shape into all these people that you've noticed have been watching Nick Fury after he came back down to Earth. All of these people that have been watching him, you see that it was a Skrull the whole time. It was the same one the whole time, and you're just watching him walk behind things and change into a different person, and it's like, wow, this is amazing.
Yep, and there you go, Agent. You remember the agent's name?
I can't remember her name. I was gonna say Agent. I was gonna say Agent Carter. It's not Agent Carter.
Just say the
it's
agent.
Not Rhodes. It's not.
Hold on.
Somebody will let us know. Somebody in the comments.
I'm gonna go to IMDb right now. Check her out.
Big B. I'm guessing that you've seen all of Secret Invasion. Says Secret Invasion was good, but it felt rushed. So we'll be able to tell once we get to the end. Right now we're 2 episodes deep.
Yeah, we're getting into it. So, but I didn't think it was rushed. I thought it was pretty good. I'd say it's some series, like you go back to Last of Us. The last couple of episodes were squeezed down to 45 minutes when there was a lot of story left to tell. So you could see where that could come from with a big movie budget or big even TV series budget.
I still loved it, but yeah, it did feel a little rushed at the end.
Yeah. So I'm looking. What's that agent? Where is that agent? Yeah, there's Emily Clark.
Nope, not Amelia Clark.
No, it's Kobe Smulders. Kobe Smulders, played by Maria Hill. That's the agent that died at the end of episode 1.
Maria Hill is the name. She's Agent Hill.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Kobe. Yes. Yeah, you're right. I flipped that around because I'm looking at the list and everything. Yeah, you're right.
I got
you. Kobe Smulders is the actress. Maria Hill. So Agent Hill there.
Agent Hill, who has been with us for quite some time.
Very long time.
Since the Avengers.
100%. Yeah. So just interesting there with that. And I say so it sets you up for the rest. It gets you ready for other episodes coming down the line. As I mentioned, already there. So we had Nick with the blip there disappearing. So let's go on to episode 2. This episode is called Resurrection. So great name, obviously. It is the resurrection of Nick coming back into the fold. And this next episode is episode 2 that we're about to cover is Promises. And that's what we kind of hit on that already. Promises, because with Nick not being there and the promises he had said to the Skrulls, they had to be, if you remember, go back to Captain Marvel, where they're on the ship, as they just showed right there. They're on the ship. He just saved them, and they kind of saved him too, with all the monsters that was flying around that was on that ship, and what they were doing with Captain Marvel's crew. There's Captain Marvel, and they land on, obviously going back to Earth. They're like, where are we going to go? We can't. I mean, they could fit in obviously because of what they can do with their bodies, but will they? Obviously, they're gonna need food from their planet. That's going to be an issue. They can adjust with the air and all that, but some of the stuff they need to survive on needs to eventually happen, and that into that way. Like, so those promises that were told then when they landed, not all there. So that's why we got the factions of the disgruntled Skrulls that are looking into taking over the planet and turning Earth into their new home, basically.
And you would understand from their point of view. He's told them that all of these things are going to happen for them, and it's been damn near 30 years that they've just been on Earth waiting for him to do the things that he said he would. And then for the last however many years that he's been up in space, they haven't had any contact because Talos, who is his lone Skrull friend,
right there sitting with him,
hasn't even been able to contact him.
I say argument now.
Hasn't even been able to contact him, and that's the guy who was the closest with Nick Fury. So if he can't contact him, obviously none of the other Skrulls can. So everything that he's promised them, and he's just not responding to anything that they've been asking for years, you would understand why some of them feel like he's left them and they need to make their own way.
Yeah, I think 30 years would probably tick you off, right, Ricky?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, I think 30 years, I'll be like, hey, bro, look, some things got to change around here, man. Like, you said this, that ain't happened. You said that ain't happened. I could shapeshift, okay?
I could do what I want.
I could create problems, or I could make a lot of money because I could be somebody that I'm not. So what's up, man? Before I go, I don't want to do this, but some other Skrulls have done that when having that conversation with Nick because of what has not been promised. So it's interesting. It's diabolical because it's hard. You can't look at anybody in the government rankings of any country and say, like, you don't know if they're a Skrull or not. Because that's what I caught myself doing, watching everything, watching this episode and seeing the politicians. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Are you actually who you say you are?
Exactly. Like, you telling me all these people sitting at this table are Skrulls? I'm like, man, that's a problem. That's like playing against playing against the Bears defense and everybody in Packer uniforms. Like, hey, man, who's going to tackle me?
Yeah, everybody's wearing the same uniform. It's like, wait a minute, hold on, what's going on?
Time out. Blow the whistle. I don't know what's going on here. So yeah, you got that dilemma because you got these politicians that these are the ones that makes the decisions before the war start, or can make the decision to start the war and bring in different people that they are unaware at the time or even aware of to create all these tensions that's going on between the Skrulls and them getting their just due from Nick Fury and the rest of the United States. Or I say the rest of the world, technically.
Yeah. Because it's also, we talk about how they can change into people and they can, change their bodies to match. But then you think, oh, their minds, like they wouldn't know all the secrets that these people know. Well, they have machines that allow them to get the minds of the people that they are taking the bodies and taking the looks of. So they're not only able to imitate what that person looks like, they're able to imitate what they know, and they can tell you everything that person knows because they're already in their brains. They know everything that they know, plus everything that's going on around them, and they can just change things to work in their favor.
100%. That was a game changer. When I saw that scene, I'm like, oh.
That was my thing. Before that scene, I was like, how are you able to tell what they know? How can you tell, oh, they know all of these secret government contracts and all this stuff? You wouldn't know that.
Man, I'm like, that is the game changer.
It's like, oh, there it is. Got your brain.
Oh my goodness. And so
got your face and I got your brain.
Got your brain, got your mind, body, and soul. Got you. So Big B asking us if we're going to see Blue Beetle that comes out next week. 100%, yes.
Yeah, I really want to.
I'm a comic book junkie, man. That's why we reviewing Secret Invasion. Hey, she's a G. Hey, this actress right here.
Off.
Hey,
I need to watch.
I
need to watch
name.
episode
Her name popped up. Sonya. She's a G. Sonya is a gangsta. Like, she ain't scared of Nick. She ain't scared of the Skrulls. I wonder would she be scared of Thanos? I don't know.
Probably not.
She is not scared of nobody. I do like this actress, this character. She comes in hot off the top rope. That's what I say. Because it seemed like she's been at it so long, dealing with espionage, dealing with double crossing, triple crossing people, and she's probably done it 1,000 times. So it's just like routine for her.
Yeah,
to interrogate
knows.
And waterboard somebody.
Yeah,
you could tell. She's probably waterboarded. Maybe
enough people.
I would say over under. I'm gonna go with the over of 100.
I would take the over. I would take the over on that.
Me too. I'm like, she's waterboarded. She's tortured. She's got information out of people in some ways that I don't even want to consider that is cool, And here she go right here. Just as I say that, she's interrogating one of the Skrulls right now in this scene in the movie. So, and then Good Cushion by Big B says, what if Talos wasn't Talos and Talos was still Nick Fury? Because Talos, remember in that argument when they were on the train, he's like telling Nick, look, you've been gone. Nothing's been moving. All that stuff you said to us on that ship way back in the 90s, I'm helping you out. And you still didn't give me what you promised me. So he's kind of letting them know, that information. So yeah.
Exactly. We need you and you haven't been there.
Exactly. Like, bro, where you at, man? You about to go Talos. Talos. Excuse me.
Not Talos. It's Talos. Got it.
Talos. I got it right.
Lactose.
Like lactose.
Talos, like lactose. Oh yeah, totally.
That makes sense.
I don't think he would appreciate us saying that.
Yeah, but again, another great series that Disney Plus and Marvel's put together. And I've seen, I finished all these episodes, so it's only 6, I think. It's a short season, so we got just a few left. I think we could. You let me know between now and next week, Rookie, that if you want to do 2 more, or we just do 1 at a time because we'll be done with it pretty fast. But either way, it's the first 2 episodes is getting you set up. The part I say I like both episodes. Nothing that I say Disney and Marvel hasn't done. They know how to do this right, but they're showing the tension going on with Skrulls and where they want to be. They want to get their home straight. They want to make sure if Earth is going to be home, let's make it safe for us if we could walk around and not hide. Because I think that's part of it too. Even though they shapeshift, they don't want to be shapeshifting.
They want to be in their own skin.
It's like they want to walk around. Faces. Exactly. They want to walk around as their original faces. They don't want to walk around as copycats of people or of some made up face they learn to copy to be their own. So they want to walk around as they are. So that's the whole premise of this. So this is interesting. First 2 episodes is just with Agent Hill's death, and then knowing the politicians that are all Skrulls that are making decisions around the world, not just in the United States. It's just like, oh my God. So like I said, this series is coming off the top rope again. It's all thumbs up for me here. So what about yourself, Rico?
So far, so good. I'm excited for where this is going. And I've heard a lot of positive and negative things about this. I'll make my own decisions when it comes to that. But in terms of necessity to watch, I feel like it's one of those, especially with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where you kind of have to watch it if you want to keep watching the movies and the other TV shows that they're going to release, because if not, something's going to be mentioned in here, somebody's going to die, and you're going to be watching a movie later and you're like, hey, where's this person? What do you mean they're going to her funeral?
They had a kid?
What is going on? Yeah, exactly.
They got an afro now? Like,
exactly. It's necessary. It's necessary.
You got to do it. This is where I found myself with the Star Wars saga, because I hadn't read a lot of the books, and then so I started to read a lot of the comic books too, and then some of the novels, that had more information about the Vaders or the Siths and how they created their community and all that stuff growing. And because you see that now coming out in these new Disney Star Wars shows, so Marvel is just kind of communicated lines with those people that did the writing, directing. Having a guy by the name of George Lucas just sitting in the office right down the way, or you could call him on your friends list. Hey,
exactly.
Let me talk to you. Let me help you out. I need some. I'm doing this thing called Secret Invasion, and I'm going to tie it into Infinity War and Endgame. Yeah. I got you.
Let me help you out.
I'm George Lucas. I know what I'm doing. I know how to tell a story.
All of it. I got
There you go. So yeah, it's a good series. I watched it. I'm about to watch it again because I got to make sure I know what I'm talking about here on the show when we come back next week. But we'll be back next week. So Rico, real quick, let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
All right, everybody. On Twitter, you just go right here at Radio Rico AC and find my Twitter. Give me a follow. Sometimes I tweet funny things. A lot of times I'm tweeting about sports or I'm talking about what's happening here at the radio station that I work at 93.7 The Ticket. Ahman also has a show on here as well, the Ahman Green Show on every Thursday, correct?
Yep. Thursday night.
Thursday nights that you can listen to, but don't be afraid to tune in, download the app, listen to us all the time. We're talking about Nebraska sports, national sports
football
all the time.
Is back.
We're getting a lot closer to Nebraska football. And my personal favorite, Nebraska volleyball starts up soon. They just had their first 2 practices yesterday. An exciting time in the state.
So excited to be home. I get to go see the volleyball game in Memorial Stadium at the end of August. That's going to be so dope.
They're going to break a world record for the largest crowd to watch a women's sporting event.
That's going to be so fun.
It's going to be so great. 90,000+ people will be packed into Memorial Stadium to watch 2 volleyball matches, an exhibition between the University of Nebraska Kearney, my alma mater, and Wayne State. And then University of Nebraska Lincoln, the Huskers, Ahman's alma mater, will be facing Omaha. In their
UNO.
I think it's they want to go by Omaha. They don't want to go by UNO anymore.
Really?
They go by Omaha now.
Oh man.
Yeah.
They can't. What, they just decided on their own?
Yeah. Well, Nebraska will be facing Omaha in the later game.
That don't even sound right. And I'm from Omaha. Come on.
There's a concert afterwards, but nobody's there for the concert. But yeah, Scotty McCreery will be performing.
Really? Oh, that's dope. That's cool, but the Omaha thing got me.
They don't want to go. They don't want to go by UNO because everybody, was like, "Ooh, Uno," and they're like a card game. So like, no, we're Omaha.
Nobody was doing that.
We're the big O. We're Omaha. So there's no UNO anymore.
You see this face?
I see it. Look, hey, I'm from Omaha too. I like calling it UNO. But
yeah, UNO has been UNO since I was since I was a baby.
Omaha, Creighton, Nebraska, Kearney, Wayne. Everybody has one name now.
So August 30th, 7:00. I'm gonna be there.
Same. Oh. I'll be down on the field.
I might have to be next to you, bro.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Make it happen. Is it Coach Cook?
Coach Cook.
Yes, I remember Coach Cook. Yes, he got me. He said he's gonna take care of me, so I'm gonna hit him up when I get back. Say, hey, Coach, I know you in the thick of training camp, but you say I got some tickets, so I just want to make sure. Because I'm so excited to see these ladies in person, have some fun, and watch them spike the ball.
Oh, it's gonna be electric. It's gonna be electric.
Awesome. So, but also my social media, you can check it out. I'm on Twitter and Instagram. I'm on Green30, and then we're on TikTok. That's where all the fun little after show edits go. Jeremy Swick, shout out to the Average Historian. He does all the edit for us, and we may
real one
be doing another project with the NFL Alumni Association. So we got that conversation going. But yeah, on TikTok, that's where you'll see those. So follow us, Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge on there. YouTube, subscribe there, and then also Twitch, Ahman Green TV, where I do play some games eventually, which I will. I'll be starting up soon.
At some point
this summer. I think I streamed once since I've been back.
I keep wanting to stream again. If you want to follow my Twitch, you can follow my Twitch at Nikki_Flash_. That's you can follow my Twitch there.
There you go.
I'm gonna try and stream at some point again. I'll get back to it.
I'm gonna get back on it when I get back in Lincoln because I got a good excuse. I'm moving cross country, so there you go. But I will be back when school starts, August 21st. I will be streaming that week, not just podcast streaming, but gaming as well. Do some Halo or some Madden. Madden 24 will be out next week.
Perfect.
There it is. And then next summer, a year from now, 2024, get that NCAA. Woo!
That's gonna be so exciting.
I cannot
wait. I'm gonna realign all the conference realignment.
Oh my God. The game won't even know what to do. It's gonna break.
It's gonna have they're gonna have that. They're gonna have NIL. They're gonna have the transfer portal. It's gonna be there's a lot going into it, and I am excited.
And that's why I'm not gonna do like what is it? Franchise mode in NCAA.
Yes,
no, I'm not.
Yes,
no.
you will.
I'll let you do it. You can report to me.
All right, I'll do it.
And let me know what you do.
Because you can do the creator recruit, and I'll make you, and I'll see if Nebraska.
I did that one time. I only did like 4 games with myself in the game.
So the hard thing is when you do their creator recruit in like the franchise, like you're not the only team recruiting them, like everybody else is. I made somebody that was a 99 overall, not even thinking. I lost them to Georgia.
Of course.
Actually, no, I lost them to Ohio State. So I had to play him the next year. Destroyed. I couldn't stop him.
It was a running back.
So there's a trick.
You know
the trick?
What's the
trick? You make them a punter. 99 in everything except for kicking. You put them at like 40, so they're a 40 overall, and you put them in like Alaska, not in like a home state of any other university. You put them in like Alaska, and then you recruit them.
They do have football up there,
and nobody, but they don't have a team in NCAA. So
that's true.
Then you recruit them, and they'll have like offers from like Wyoming and Idaho and
Seattle.
No offense to those schools, but no name schools. So then you hop in there as your 5-star school.
You thought about this way too much,
and then you get them, and then you just at the beginning before the season starts, you switch their position from punter to wherever you want them. You're good to go.
You're hilarious. You hear that, people? He has the diabolical layered big brain plan to create your best player on NCAA 24 next summer. So
and then they win a Heisman as a freshman.
There you go. Get the Heisman. All right. You silly, Rico. All right, Rico the Rookie, man. Good chatting with you, man. Everybody tuning in. Averson Sorian, JFK, Big B, everybody else in the chat. Thank you for tuning into the Gamers Lounge, and we will see y'all next week. So let me go over to the brand area and kick these banners up so we can then exit the show properly, like a professional stream. There we go. There's one.
Like what people do.
Yeah, what people do. There's another one. Let's take that down. And then, we got to do the music too. Now, here's the music. See you later, alligator. Pop music.
Brought to you by Bet Online.
And Drake on the slide.